EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Here we go. 22 needle. Ready?
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You look at this Colt defense, and they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Here we go. Pause red.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? Check, check.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Ready, ready. Cut, cut.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, and saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better this season.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his fourth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Zaire Franklin. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They go play action with Richardson. Toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ready.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Gets past one man. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Richardson. He's going to get this inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on it.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Richardson's got this complete to Pittman. That is going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Flush to his right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Okay, ready? 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Raiders 5-yard line.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Julian Blackmon.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Off play action. Richardson
rolling to his left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away from 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Now Richardson.
He finds his man, complete. That's long. And quickly they get to the line.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Richardson to throw.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now it's Richardson.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Donovan Peoples-Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready, set.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
And he is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the 15-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun.
Touchdown, Colts!
Will Mallory.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. Faster, faster.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action. Fitzpatrick.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And they're going to speed things up here.
Loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd
This
down.
defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fisher. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Ready. Fight. 97. Ready.
They'll sneak it with Fitzpatrick. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Set.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Let's go.
2nd and 12.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Cycle. Ready.
Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. He'll go right back to St. Brook. And I think the ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Julian Blackman bringing him down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check mega. Hut, hut.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Pushing his way through. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 25 yards to the house. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
Raiders 15.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Richardson to throw off play action. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Hey, smash Bronco!
They run the option here on first and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Ready?
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Come on, come on.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Go.
Richardson looking to throw this. That's to the tight end, Mallory.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Here we go.
Here's first and 10.
Ready.
Now Fitzpatrick.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Here's second down. Fitzpatrick to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here's Fitzpatrick.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but I admire the effort.
Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line.
Okay,
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Being chased out left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
So It's a win here for the Colts, and it was thanks in part to the play of their third-year quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for the Colts, the win moves them a couple